video game for the movie as opposed to the actual movie itself. There's a scene where he jumps from a smaller building all the way to one that seems 3 times its size. Just how far can this guy jump anyway? It's funny because the Spider-Man suit itself actually sort of looks computer-generated. So you'd think it would transfer well, and they actually do have damage. Well, in the later films it does, in the first film it doesn't. But hey, at least they did get better. I mean, it could be worse. Go around with the Ninja Turtle movies and constantly make the effects worse and worse, to the point where Spider-Man was an animatronic puppet. But luckily they haven't gone there.
Not right now, Douglas. Not right now. Not right now. I'm in there, I promise.
Little to no venom in Spider-Man 3.
Word.
I might have mentioned before that I didn't read Spider-Man that much, but when I did, it always had venom in it. He was my favorite Spider-Man villain, and everybody was hyped to see him in the 3rd film. I'll admit I thought Cooper Grace was a weird choice, but when I saw him in his role, I don't think he did that bad. Nothing great, but nothing terrible. And of course, when Venom finally did pop up, he looked great. The sharp teeth, the gooey black skin, he was a little scrawny, but he still looked great. And it was wonderful to finally see him on the big screen. For a whole 10 minutes! Like everyone else, I was pissed at how little screen time Venom got. In the comics, the suit tortured him. It tore him apart like he was hopelessly addicted to it. That alone could fill an entire movie. But instead, he's mixed in with a ton of other wrestling plot points that he's only given a few minutes at the end. And even then, most of the time, his face is peeled back. Yeah, he has sharp teeth. Great. Go back to the monster. I'd probably be okay with it if I knew they were going to bring him back for a sequel, but no. Spidey nukes the bastard and we never see him again. A flying spider ball! They should have just held off putting him in this movie, or maybe ended with a transformation of him and build it up for the next one. But no, he's there for a second, and then Venom goes, whoa! Let's fucking load! The one Spider-Man villain I think everybody wanted to see, and he gets nudged to the side by Emo Peter. Oh yeah, we'll get to him later. I guess it was good to see him, especially seeing how they're not continuing this particular story chain anymore. But man, like everyone else, I wish I could have seen a lot more of him. Not in that way!
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?